Anson 1. Will be back with us shortly. Looks like the Bristol M1C we had. Wow, what a sight. Just the one pass, but what a superb one from the Anson and the Blenheim.
In 1934, the world's fastest civilian aeroplane. Roy Fenn of the Bristol Aeroplane Company responded to that challenge with the Type 142. It made its first flight in 1935 and demonstrated a top speed of 307 miles per hour. And it quickly became clear that that 8-seat twin-engine aeroplane was faster than any fighter in the Royal Air Force infantry.
And so it was that design was ordered for the RAF as the Blenheim 1, initially as a light bomber. To give you an idea,
undertaking reconnaissance on German naval movements.
And the day after that, Blenheims of numbers 107 and 110 Squadron stationed at Wattisham in Suffolk conducted Bomber Command's first raid of the war, attacking the German fleet in port at Wilhelmshaven. Their losses were terrible, and it showed how quickly aircraft had developed, that an aeroplane that could outrun anything in the RAF inventory when it first appeared was now so vulnerable. Crews fought on nonetheless. It was a Blenheim that carried out the RAF's first U-boat sinking of the war without the assistance of surface vessels. They attacked German bases in Norway. They tried Just 2 days after the outbreak of war, number 500 Squadron made the RAF's first U-boat attack of hostilities with Mk1 Ansons like this. Beautiful restoration. The world's only airworthy Mk1 Anson. to fly cargo runs, this aircraft, from Melbourne to Tasmania and the Bass Strait Islands, including transport. But what a simply spellbinding performance in the aircraft restoration company Blenheim by their chief pilot, John Gowdy. Now, look left, here comes the Anson.
Complete with appropriate maps and charts in the cockpit, representing that mission. Even RAF issued pencils that would have been in use at the time. It's got modern radios, of course, but very carefully disguised as period ones, and even a bird cage in the cabin, which would have been used to house a carrier pigeon that could be released in the event of a
They found themselves covering the evacuation of the British Expeditionary Force from Dunkirk. And it was on the 1st of June that year when a section of 3 number 500 squadrons, led by Commanders Officer Pete Peters, was on one such patrol. Wonderful aeroplane to Old Warden. And incidentally, this aircraft